Today our topic is the best ways to start your Stoic journey. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live a good life by focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. It is not about being motionless or cold, but about finding peace and strength in our minds, no matter what happens around us. Starting a Stoic journey can seem difficult, but it is simpler than you think. The first step is to understand the core ideas of Stoicism. Stoics believe that the world is divided into two things: things we can control and things we cannot. We can control our thoughts, actions, and choices, but we cannot control other people, the weather, or the past. When we focus too much on things we cannot control, we feel stressed and unhappy. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot. This is the key to a calm and peaceful mind. To start your Stoic journey, begin by practicing self-awareness. This means paying attention to your thoughts and emotions. When something happens, ask yourself, is this within my control? If it is, think about what you can do to make it better. If it is not, remind yourself that worrying about it will not change anything. For example, if you are stuck in traffic, you cannot control the cars around you, but you can control how you react. Instead of getting angry, you can use the time to listen to music or think about your day. This small change in thinking can make a big difference in how you feel. Another important Stoic practice is to reflect on your day. Every night, take a few minutes to think about what happened. Ask yourself, what did I do well? What could I have done better? Did I focus on things I can control? This reflection helps you learn from your experiences and grow as a person. It also helps you see patterns in your behavior and understand what makes you happy or upset. Over time, this practice will help you become more mindful and intentional in your actions. Stoicism also teaches us to practice gratitude. This means being thankful for what we have, even when things are difficult. It is easy to focus on what we lack, but Stoics believe that true happiness comes from appreciating what we already have. Every day, take a moment to think about 3 things you are grateful for. They can be big things like your health or your family, or small things like a good meal or a sunny day. Gratitude helps us see the good in our lives and reduces our desire for more. It reminds us that we already have enough to be happy, even if life is not perfect. Another way to start your Stoic journey is to read Stoic texts. The most famous Stoic philosophers are Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. Marcus Aurelius was a Roman emperor who wrote a book called Meditations, which is full of wisdom about life and leadership. Seneca was a writer and advisor who wrote letters about how to live a good life. Epictetus was a former slave who became a teacher and taught that freedom comes from controlling our minds. Reading their works can give you a deeper understanding of Stoic philosophy and inspire you to live by its principles. You do not need to read everything at once. Start with a few pages a day and think about how their ideas apply to your life. Practicing Stoicism also means learning to accept challenges. Life is full of difficulties, and Stoics believe that these challenges are opportunities to grow. Instead of avoiding problems, we should face them with courage and strength. When something hard happens, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? This mindset helps us see obstacles as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. It also helps us develop resilience, which is the ability to bounce back from tough situations. Resilience is a key part of Stoicism because it allows us to stay calm and focused, even when life is unpredictable. Another important Stoic practice is to prepare for the worst. This does not mean being negative or expecting bad things to happen. It means being ready for anything, so we are not caught off guard. Stoics call this premeditatio malorum, which means premeditation of evils. Imagine the worst-case scenario and think about how you would handle it. For example, if you lose your job, how would you cope? If a loved one gets sick, how would you support them? By thinking about these possibilities, you prepare yourself mentally and emotionally. This does not mean you will not feel sad or scared, but you will be better equipped to handle whatever comes your way. Stoicism also teaches us to live in the present moment. We often spend too much time worrying about the future or regretting the past. But the only moment we truly have is now. Stoics believe that we should focus on the present and make the most of it. This does not mean ignoring the future or the past, but not letting them control us. When you find yourself worrying about something, bring your attention back to the present. Ask yourself, what can I do right now to make this moment better? This practice helps us stay grounded and appreciate the small joys of life. To deepen your Stoic journey, practice humility. Humility means recognizing that we are not perfect, and that we still have a lot to learn. It also means treating others with kindness and respect, no matter who they are. Stoics believe that everyone is connected, and we should treat others as we would like to be treated. This does not mean letting people take advantage of you, but understanding that we are all human, and we all make mistakes. Humility helps us stay open-minded and willing to grow. Finally, remember that Stoicism is a lifelong journey. It is not something you can master overnight. It takes time, practice, and patience. There will be days when you feel strong and days when you feel weak. But every day is an opportunity to practice Stoic principles and become a better version of yourself. Do not be too hard on yourself when you make mistakes. Instead, learn from them and move forward. Stoicism is not about being perfect, but about making progress. In conclusion, starting your Stoic journey is about focusing on what you can control, practicing self-awareness, reflecting on your day, and being grateful for what you have. It is about reading Stoic texts, facing challenges with courage, preparing for the worst, living in the present, practicing humility, and remembering that this is a lifelong journey. Stoicism is a powerful philosophy that can help you find peace and strength in any situation. It teaches us that true happiness comes from within, and we have the power to create it, no matter what happens around us. So take the first step today. Start small, be patient, and trust the process. Your Stoic journey is your path to a calmer, stronger, and more fulfilling life.